all of you, my dear students. Up to our previous class, we completed general concepts in organic chemistry. So what are those factors which are influencing acidic natures, basic natures, structures, stability, whatever it may be. All those we covered up to our previous class. That is under the head General Organic Chemistry, that is GOCA. Okay. After that, now we are in hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons. What are these hydrocarbons? So these are the compounds of that is carbon only with hydrogen. So carbon only with hydrogen, the compounds are called as hydrocarbons. So that means these hydrocarbons, so carbon only with hydrogen. See here, carbon n times, hydrogen 2n plus 2 times. So carbon n times, hydrogen 2. So everywhere only carbon and hydrogens are exist, boys. So organic compounds having carbon and hydrogen only are called as hydrocarbons. These are broadly divided into different categories based on their structures. See here, first one, acyclic hydrocarbons, acyclic or open chain compounds. And the second one is cyclic compounds, cyclic ring compounds. So acyclic compounds, open chain compounds. So here, carbon, carbon, continuation chains, branches are there, but not rings are formed. But here, carbon with carbon with carbon, rings are formed, boys. Okay, that's why these are considered as cyclic condition. These are non-cyclic or acyclic condition. Non-cyclic or acyclic condition. Okay, open chain compounds, that means saturated and unsaturated. Saturated means, so every bond is a single bond, boys. Between carbon and hydrogen, only single bonds, and between carbon and carbon, only single bonds are exist. That means saturated compounds. So that is a C single bond C compounds. So those are considered as alkanes. Unsaturated, nothing but C double bond C, C triple bond C. Here pi bond formation takes place. Okay. Next. So saturated compounds are alkanes. Unsaturated double bonded compounds are alkanes. Unsaturated triple bonded compounds are alkynes. Here at least one C triple bond C. Here at least one C double bond C are exists. At least. Okay. Here all are C single bond C. All are C single bond C. So general formula alkanes CN H2N plus 2, CN H2N H2N for alkenes, CN H2N minus 2 for alkynes. Okay. So this is about open chain compounds. So similarly, ring compounds are also existent. So in ring, that is called as a cyclic ring. So that is alicyclic and aromatic. Aromatic already we know, and aromaticity. So carbon with hydrogen, a cyclic compound with aromatic condition, those are called as aromatic compounds, boys. So alicyclic without aromatic, that is aromatic. Saturated, unsaturated. Cycloalkanes, cycloalkenes and cycloalkynes. Okay. So ring contains either double bond or triple bond, boys. Next, aromatic end. Those compounds which have benzenoid ring and non-benzenoid ring. So benzene-like structures exist or without benzene-like structures are possible. So those are called as non-benzenoid compounds. So that's why arenes or benzene. Arene, aromatic ring. So that is non-benzenoid. This is about the classification of hydrocarbons. In our syllabus for this week, alkanes are there. Alkanes preparation, alkanes properties, alkanes reactions, and mechanisms of those reactions, all we have to learn here. Now I am going to start alkanes. First subheading, alkanes. Under hydrocarbons, the first category is alkanes. 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 These are also called as paraffins. Another name for alkanes is paraffins. Means para in Latin, the word para means little. little. That means very less. Paraffins, very little. That means affins means affinity. Nothing but reactivity. Nothing but reactivity. Affins, reactivity. Okay. So that means little reactivity, almost less reactivant. Our alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. Our alkanes are saturated hydrocarbons. Already these are saturated and satisfied. That's why reactivity is very, very less. So based on that reactivity, these are also called as paraffins. Little reactivity, little affinity towards reactions, towards reactions. So that's why alkanes are also called as paraffins. Next. So preparation methods, how to prepare these alkanes. So general methods, boys, see here. So alkanes, general formula CnH2n plus 2. Here n starts from 1 to infinity n. If C is equal to 1, that is CH4, C2H6, C3H8, C4H10, like these compounds are going on it. This is simply called as methane, ethane, propane. These are the alkanes, boys. Butane, like this. Pentane, like this. All these are alkanes. All these are alkanes. Now we have to go. We are trying to prepare these alkanes, boys. Now, preparation methods. So before going to prepare those compounds in our laboratory, what are the natural sources of these alkanes? So next subheading, sources and natural sources. Natural sources of these alkanes, boys. Okay. So that is the most important natural sources are two types. There are two. That is, one is petroleum. Petroleum, LEUM. Petroleum one, and the other one is natural gas. These are the basic natural sources of alkanes. These are basic natural sources of alkanes. Petroleum and natural gas. Very rich alkanes are available and more number of alkanes are available. Let us discuss one by one. That is petroleum. Petroleum, it contains large quantities of, note down these points, large quantities of liquid hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons which are in liquid stage. Large quantities of liquid hydrocarbons along with, note down these points, along with little paraffin wax. Along with little paraffin wax dissolved in it. Paraffin wax, later I will explain, boys. What is that paraffin wax? It is the main source of, alkanes containing 40 carbon atoms. Up to 40 carbon atoms are available here. So up to 40 carbon atoms. Paraffin wax. Okay. Next, natural gas. Natural gas. So this contains lower alkanes. It contains lower alkanes. That means low molecular weight. So next, up to 80%, very, very important. Methane, 10% ethane, and remaining 10% mixture of hydrocarbons. remaining 10% mixture of hydrocarbons. So that means methane is available in it. So that's why methane is extracted from natural gas. No need of preparation in our laboratory. So that is extracted from our natural sources. Okay. Next, this natural gas also contains small amounts of H2, N2, CO2, etc. Boys, it 10% contains mixture of higher members. That is the 10% contains mixture of higher members, boys. These are lower members, very C1, C2 only. So other compounds that remaining 10% contains more number of carbon atom compounds, alkanes. So these are the rich source of alkanes, petroleum and natural gas. Petroleum and natural gas. Please keep in mind. So that means our alkanes are extracted from these petroleum products and also from our natural gas. Next, the frequently used words. What are those? So natural wax. Please keep this one. That is natural wax. What is this natural wax? This natural wax, a mixture of higher alkanes. A mixture of higher alkanes. That is natural gas. Okay. Next one. Beeswax or honeybee. Like that. Second one. Beeswax. This beeswax, it mainly contains MYRICYL, Myricyl palmitate. Formula C46H92O2. It is an ester, boys. It is an ester. It is the ester of. Please keep in mind, these are memory-based concepts. I will explain preparation methods. Please wait. It is the ester of triacantanol, CONTANO. Triacantanol formula C30H61OH. And boys, esters are the combinations of alcohol and acids. And acid plus alcohol combination gives ester. The alcohol in beeswax is triacantanol, and acid is palmitic acid. Palmitic acid. So formula CH3CH2 14 times COH. It is a palmitic acid. So this alcohol and this acid combination gives an ester. That ester is this one. That ester is nothing but beeswax. Beeswax. Okay. Next, it also contains beeswax. Also contains small amounts of C27H, CnH2n plus 2, 56, and C31H64. So these higher members are also available, boys, in beeswax. Okay. Next, another one, fuel gases. Fuel gas. obtained from coal contains 32% methane. These are all natural sources, boys. These are all natural sources. Boys, methane also available. Methane also available at marshy soil. Note down that point also. Methane also available. Methane also available at marshy soils, marshy places. Also available marshy places. So marshy places, due to the decomposition of vegetables and animals wastages. So because of that, this methane gas is produced at marshy soils. That is why methane gas is called as marsh gas. Yes. So methane is called as marsh gas because it is available in marshy places. So marsh gas is nothing but methane. Marsh gas is nothing but methane. Very dangerous, no doubt at all. Marsh gas, dangerous gas, poisonous gas. Okay, these are all natural sources, boys. No need of preparation. But in our laboratory, in industry, how to prepare these alkanes? So let us discuss synthetic methods. So preparation methods of alkanes. No doubt. Preparation methods of alkanes. First one, complete synthesis. Complete synthesis. How to prepare these alkanes? By passing electric arc through elements. What are those elements in alkanes? Carbon and hydrogen are available. Through this carbon and hydrogen, electric arc is passed under carbon electrodes. Electric arc is passed through carbon electrodes. Alkanes are produced. See here. So, by the passage of electric arc between carbon electrodes in hydrogen atmosphere. So in hydrogen atmosphere at almost 1200 degrees centigrade. At 1200 degrees centigrade, alkanes are produced. Alkanes are produced. See here, C plus 2H2 carbon from carbon electrons, carbon hydrogen gas, hydrogen atmosphere. So electric arc at about 1200 degrees centigrade gives CH4 methane. CH4 methane. Okay, next 2C plus 3H2 combination, same at about 1200 degrees centigrade, electric arc that gives C2H6. Like this it is prepared, boys. Like this it is prepared. It is just from electricity, by using electricity, by passing electric current through carbon electrodes under the hydrogen atmosphere, we will get alkanes. Electric arc means high voltage and high potential is passed between anode and cathode. Those anode and cathode both are carbon rods, graphite rods. Okay, very, very high potential difference existing between these two rods under hydrogen atmosphere. This carbon rod is automatically directly reacts with that hydrogen gas, gives this current. Okay, so this is synthesis end. Next and most important, second one, from alkenes. It is very important, guys. From alkenes, no doubt. Second one, from alkenes. See here, boys. Alkenes, no doubt. That method is taken as reduction end, addition of hydrogen. This method is nothing but reduction reaction. Reduction reaction. Okay. Here hydrogen is added, boys. Hydrogenation under catalyst end. That is why it is called as catalytic hydrogenation. This is also called as catalytic hydrogenation. Hydrogenation, addition of hydrogen. Catalytic hydrogen under catalyst, hydrogen gas is passed over alkenes. We will get alkanes and we will explain. Wait. Okay. Next, this reaction is also called as Sabatier-Senderens reaction or reduction. Sabatier-Sanderson's reaction or reduction. This is also called as. Okay. Boys, here, see here. Alkene. To this alkene, hydrogen gas is passed over catalyst. That gives alkane. That means CnH2n plus H2 gives CnH2n plus 2n. Alkanes are converted into alkanes. Similarly, alkynes are also converted into alkanes, boys. But first of all, I am explaining from alkenes. Just hydrogenation in the presence of catalyst. So what are those catalysts are? In Sabatier-Sanderson reaction, in particular catalytic reduction, the most used catalysts are here catalyst here catalyst are Raney nickel, platinum or palladium. Any metal are used. Nickel, platinum, palladium. These are frequently used. These are frequently used. And also, boys, here 1 mole H2 are used. Okay, Raney nickel, platinum, palladium. These are used. And also, PtO2. This is also used as catalyst. PtO2. PtO2 is called as the name of this PtO2 is Adams catalyst. Adams catalyst. Please keep in mind. This is Adams catalyst. This may also use range. This may also use. Next, palladium carbonate. Palladium carbon. This is also acts as catalyst. This is also acts as catalyst. Next, rhodium triphenyl phosphine chlorinate. Triphenyl phosphine rhodium chloride, the name of that compound, which is called as Wilkinson's catalyst. Wilkinson's catalyst, boys. Okay, these are the frequently used catalysts. Among all these, this is very important. Very important. Either Raney nickel, platinum, or palladium. Under these metals, hydronic acid is passed over alkenes. Alkanes are the products. Alkanes are the products. See here, all these are heterogeneous catalysis. Here heterogeneous catalysis takes place. Nickel, one form of nickel, boys. One form of nickel. That's enough. So Wilkinson catalyst. This is homogeneous catalysis, boys. So Wilkinson's catalyst, homogeneous catalysis. Remaining all occasions, heterogeneous catalysis. I'm explaining the mechanism of this reaction, boys. Mechanism of the reaction. See here, boys. Alkenes. N starts from 2, 3, etc. infinity. That means minimum number of carbons in alkenes is 2 only. That means here also N starts from 2, 3, etc. infinity only. That means C1 alkane is not prepared by this method. C1 alkane is nothing but CH4. This method is not suitable to prepare methane. Note down this point. Okay. This method is not suitable to prepare methane gas. This method is not suitable to prepare methane. That means methane gas is not prepared by this method. Methane gas is not prepared by this method. Now, what is the mechanism of this reaction? Note down this mechanism also. Mechanism of the reaction. See here, boys. I'm taking catalyst. This is our metal catalyst. Metals are solids. I'm taking this is as solid metal catalyst. This is solid metal catalyst, boys. So on this solid metal catalyst, alkenes are come and adsorbed on this surface. Not only alkenes, hydrogen gas also. Hydrogen H2. Okay, this is alkene, this is hydrogen. These two are attracted on the surface of catalyst. Either nickel, platinum, palladium, whatever it may be. Okay, that means so the surface atoms attracts this bond pair. The pi bond attracts this bond attracted by this surface. Attracted by that surface. Now what happened? Here adsorption takes place. Adsorption. What is the meaning of adsorption? Gases are attracted on the surface of solids. Only on the surface, not towards bulk. That is called as adsorption. If chemical reaction takes place on the surface, that is called a chemical adsorption. If no chemical reaction takes place, that is called as physical adsorption. Here, chemical adsorption takes place. Here, chemical adsorption takes place. That means chemical bond formation takes place between this molecule and surface. Between this molecule and surface. Okay, see here, how is that? That converts into like this. This is our surface. So that pi bond slowly break down, boys. This is breaking down. And slowly bond formed between metal, the carbon and surface. Bond form. Finally, this is going to be break. And these are the new bonds formed with the surface. That means chemical bond formation takes place. At the same time, hydrogens also are. So slowly this bond is weakened and slowly the bond formation takes place. Slowly the bond formation takes place. Okay. So this is, that means the gases are adsorbed on the surface of gas solids. Now this hydrogen attacks to this carbon. This hydrogen also attacks to this carbon. Okay. That gives only on the surface end. Total reaction takes place on surface. This is our metal surface, boys. This is our metal surface. Now, this is carbon with hydrogen. This is carbon with hydrogen. So these are the bonds. That means on metal surface, entire reaction takes place. That means this is alkane. This alkane is finally going to dissolve. Desorbed means attracted gas is going out. The process is called as desorption. Desorbed, that gives hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. These are the compounds. It is respect to alkane, and catalyst is a free append. The catalyst is free append. Okay, that means alkanes and hydrogen both are adsorbed on the surface. Entire reaction takes place on surface. Entire reaction takes place on surface, and finally the formed product is coming out from the surface. Coming out from the surface is called as desorption, desorbed. Gases are adsorbed, reactions takes place, and product is desorbed from the surface. This is the mechanism that is involved in Sebedar-Sanderson's reaction. This surface is nothing but catalyzed surface, the platinum, palladium, nickel, rhodium chloride, whatever it may be. That is everything the catalyst uses. This type of mechanism is called as heterogeneous mechanism. It is all heterogeneous mechanism. Okay, so this is, boys, see here, the absorbed hydrogens are in the same side of addition end. See here, through that C double bond C, two hydrogens are added. Those two hydrogens are the same side. The type of addition is called as syn addition. S by N. So that means this reaction is an example to syn addition. See here, hydrogenation of alkenes is syn addition. It is very, very important. Hydrogenation of alkenes is syn addition. Boys, during addition of this hydrogen, some chemical reaction takes place, some heat energy will be produced. That released energy is called as enthalpy of hydration. Hydration energy. Hydration energy. That hydration energy, depending on stability of alkenes, boys, already we covered in our general cases. That is hydration energy, combustion energy, heat of combustion, heat of hydration. All those we covered in our general concepts. Let us discuss one by one. Heat of hydrogen. That means, see here, it is alkene plus hydrogen gives respect to alkane, not methane. Plus energy is produced. This energy is called as heat of hydrogenation. Simply HOHN. That is called as heat of hydrogenation. This heat of hydrogenation, depending on the stability of this alkene. If alkene is more stable, reaction is slow. If reaction is slow, less energy is produced. If alkene is less stable, more is the reaction, rate of reaction is high, automatically more energy is produced. That means the heat released during this process is inversely proportional to stability of alkene. Note on this point. Stability of alkene, that is heat of hydrogenation is inversely proportional to stability of alkene or its isomer. Is inversely proportional to stability of alkene or isomer. Okay, this is. See here, boys, which alkene is more stable? More substituted alkene is more stable. More substituted alkene is more stable. More stable, less is the reactivity, less is the heat produced. Less is the heat produced. See here, that is rate of reaction, rate of hydrogenation is also inversely proportional to stability of alkene or isomer. More is the stable, less is the reaction boys. That means rate is also less. So see here, what is the rate? Rate of hydrogenation for different alkenes is less substituted alkene is more reactive and less stable. That is why it has more heat of hydrogenation. It is quickly involved in the reaction. That is why reaction is fast, rate of reaction is high, but stability is less. So stability is less, reactivity is more. Stability less, reactivity more. Greater than one substituted CH double bond CH2, which is greater than cis component disubstituted, which is greater than one substituted. This is greater than trans condition. Already we covered by these points in our general organic chemistry, which is greater than tri-substituted, which is greater than tetra-substituted. I am writing here. That means this one is more stable, less reactive. More stable, less reactive. This is the order of reaction, boys. Rate of hydrogenation. This is the order. So, boys, this is very important. More substituted, more stable, less reactive. Okay. See here, it is no substitution. Here one substitution. Here two substitution. Here also two substitution. Here also two substitution. In two substitution, cis compound is more reactive than that of this compound. This is called as what is the isobutene. It is called as isobutene. So it is cis 2-butene. This is 1, 2, 3. 2-methyl, 2-propene is more reactive than trans 2-butene. Cis 2-butene is more reactive than 2-methyl 2-propene, which is more reactive than trans 2-butene. Trans 2-butene. Now, heat of hydrogenation, boys. So more rate, more is the reactivity. More is the reactivity. Automatically, more heat of hydrogenation. Next, heat of hydrogenation for different compounds. Okay, see here. CH3, CH3, double bond CH2, less than CH3, CH3, hydrogen trans, which is less than C double bond C cisra, less than. See here, this is the order of heat of hydrogenation, boys. Because this one gets partial positive charge, this one gets partial negative charge. This one gets partial positive charge, this one gets partial negative charge. This one gets partial positive charge, partial negative, or partial negative, partial positive. Okay, here also partial negative or partial positive, anything is possible, but here particularly positive, negative, and so ionic nature is there, more is the reactive. Here ionic nature is very less, but trans is more stable. Trans is more stable. Trans is more stable, less reactive here, less reactivity. It is ionic compounds, ionic compounds. So very strong attraction, that is why less reactivity. Therefore, the order of heat of hydrogenation is this one. And similarly, heat of combustion also same. Heat of combustion. Also same order, boys. Heat of combustion, heat of hydrogenation, both are same in order, boys. Same order. Okay. So this is about hydrogenation, heat of hydrogenation, order of reactivity, all these. Okay. So if cycloalkanes are involved in the reaction with hydrogen, what happens? See here. See here, boys. Cycloalkanes, when reacts with hydrogen, generally gives alkanes. That is, ring alkanes are converted into open chain alkanes. See here. It is a cyclopropane. When it reacts with hydrogen, so bond cleavage takes place here, and here hydrogens are reacted. That gives cyclopropane. Cyclopropane converted into propane. So here 1 mole hydrogen is used. Same product is obtained, boys, if cyclopropene is involved. Cyclopropene is involved. Here 2 moles. 2 mole H2 platinum. Here also platinum is used, boys. Platinum. So for 1 mole, this saturation and then bond cleavage. And then bond cleavage. Next, cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane, whatever it may be, with hydrogenation in the presence of platinum, no reaction. Please keep in mind. Only cyclopropane involved in the reaction with hydrogen. Why, sir? Why cyclopropane only involved in the reaction? Because in cyclopropane, here the angle is just 60 degrees cent. It is sp3 hybridized, boys. It is sp3. Every sp3 hybridized carbon must contains 109 degrees 28 minutes as bond angle. But here only 60 degrees. Very, very angle deviation is there. Angle strain is there. So more angle strain. That is why less reactive and more reactive here. Less stable and more reactive here. Because of angle strain. Because of steric strain. Less stable, more reactive. But here it is 90 degrees, somewhat better. It is 105 degrees, something better. It is 120 degrees, something better. That means angle strains are very, very less. That's why stability is more, less reactive here. Less reactive. Sometimes may be possible with cyclobutane, but cyclopentane, cyclohexane not involved in the reaction. Cyclopropane, cyclohexane not involved in the reaction. See here, for example, it is cyclopentene. When it reacts with hydrogen in the presence of platinum, cyclopentane is the product, boys. Once again, hydrogenation in the presence of platinum, no reaction takes place. No reaction takes place. Okay, so it is also very, very, very important. So during these reactions, boys, during these reactions, so heat of hydrogenation, note this point. Heat of hydrogenation of cycloalkanes, order is this one greater than this one greater than this one greater than cyclohexane. Because here 2 double bonds, 3 double bonds, 3 double bonds gives 3 H2, but because of aromaticity, less reactive. So more double bonds, more hydrogenation, more heat of hydrogenation. But because it is more stable because of aromaticity, its reactivity is less. That is why hydrogenation is less when compared to this one. So therefore, this one is more. Next chance. It is almost no reaction, less, very, very least heat of hydrogenation. Very, very least heat of hydrogenation. So this is about the addition of hydrogen about alkenes and cycloalkanes. Alkenes and cycloalkanes. Let us discuss, boys. What is the stereochemistry of addition of this hydrogen through alkenes? So next subheading, stereochemistry of this reaction. Stereochemistry of catalytic hydrogenation of alkenes. Very, very, very important. Stereochemistry means, okay, if cis compound is taken, hydrogen is added, what type of products are formed? Cis compound to cis R, that means saturated compounds are formed. If that saturated compound, maybe meso compounds or maybe enantiomeric mixture is formed. So which one is formed? That is I am explaining here, boys. Please keep in mind, very, very, very important. A little bit difficult. Please try to understand the concept. See here. C double bond C. It is alkene, boys. This is alkene. To this alkene, if A and B groups are trying to attach it. I'm not explaining hydrogenation. First of all, what is the syn addition? What is the trans addition? That is very, very important. If you know syn addition, if you know trans addition, then I will apply the concept to hydrogenation. So which is the syn addition? Which is the trans addition? See here. Okay. This gives C single bond C. These two are as it is, boys. Both these A and B are attached in the same side. These two groups, same side addition. That is, it is called as syn addition. This type of addition is called as syn addition, boys. Okay. If A and B is added to that alkene like this, one A this side, B this side. Okay. So both A and B added to C double bond C in opposite side. In opposite sides. That is called as anti-AB. Opposite addition. This is anti-addition. This is, we call it as anti-addition, boys. Is there any doubt? Do you know syn addition? Do you know anti-addition? Whenever double bond is going to be added, if those two attached groups, those two added groups are in the same side of C double bond C, that is syn addition. Those two groups are attached to opposite side of the double bonds, that is called as anti-addition. Syn addition, anti-addition is very, very, very important towards the addition reactions in alkenes. Addition reactions in alkenes. If you know this concept, I will explain hydrogenation, syn addition. Our hydrogenation is an example to syn addition. So is this clear, boys? Do you know the concept? Is this clear or not? Syn addition and anti-addition. So this is A, this is B and D. Both A and B are in opposite sides. Both A and B are in opposite side of double bond. That is anti-addition. Both A and B are in the same side of double bond. That is syn addition. Our hydrogenation, alkenes, hydrogenation is an example to syn addition. Is an example to syn addition. So see here. So during this syn addition, what are the products are formed? So before going to that, so if syn addition is there, what are the products? If anti-addition is there, what are the products are formed? Let us discuss. I'm not explaining hydrogenation, boys. Once again, I'm explaining products in syn addition and products in anti-addition. See here, I'm explaining. This is a C double bond C. Boys, this is CH3. This is also CH3. This is D. This is DN. Okay, boys, is this compound cis or trans? Tell me. Is this compound cis or trans? Yes, cis. Okay, so now I'm adding hydrogen gas at platinum surface. Hydrogen gas at platinum surface. I'm using syn addition, boys. I'm using syn addition. That means these two hydrogens, same side of C double bond C. Same side of C double bond. Okay, just a minute. Now it is a cis compound. Right? So this hydrogen gas is added at platinum surface. I am using syn addition, boys. I am explaining syn addition concept. What happened? Okay, see here. These are the two carbons, boys. This is carbon, this is carbon. The double bonded carbon is converted into single bonded carbon. Double bonded carbon converts into single bonded carbon. These two CH3, CH3. This is CH3 and this is deuterium, boys. Okay. Next, here also CH3 deuterium, boys. Deuterium. Okay. This is I am using. So here hydrogen is added. Hydrogen is added. Hydrogen added. Hydrogen added. Okay. See, boys. These two hydrogens same side ending. Hydrogens. This is syn addition. Or both are in above the plane. I'm explaining this one. Plus this is hydrogen. This is hydrogen. This is CH3. This is deuterium. This is CH3. This is deuterium. So both the hydrogens are in the same side. Both the hydrogens are in the same side. See here. I am converting this compound into Fischer projection. Fischer projection. See here, boys. Exactly down. Exactly down. Okay. See here. I am writing this one into Fischer projection. This hydrogen. This is this one. This is this one. And these are the two hydrogens. These are the two hydrogens. Now observe through this line, this methyl group, this side, this deuterium opposite side. So that's why it is CH3, it is deuterium. Similarly, this is CH3, this is deuterium, boys. Deuterium. Okay, boys, same side of groups. Same side. Exactly. It is plane of symmetry and plane of symmetry. Therefore, it is a meso component. This is a meso compound. Okay. So here also same thing and same thing happened. This is H CH3D CH3D are possible. Same component. This is also plane of symmetry. It is meso component. Meso component. Okay. If groups are same, if these two groups are same, if syn addition takes place in cis compounds, okay, meso compound is the protected. Meso compound is the protected. Okay. So cis compounds, syn addition gives meso compound is the product. Meso compound is optically inactive. It is optically inactive due to internal compensation. This is explained at the time of optical activity. So whenever cis compound is taken, syn addition takes place. Finally, meso is the product. Meso is the product. So CSM. Cis compound, syn addition, meso is the production. Okay, cis compound, syn addition, meso is the product. If these two groups are different, enantiomeric pairs are formed. Okay, if groups are same ending, so cis compound, syn addition, if groups are different, enantiomeric pairs ending. Pairs are the product ending. When if groups are different, if groups are different, enantiomeric pairs are formed. If groups are same, meso compound is produced. Meso compound is produced. This is about cis compound syn addition. Most frequently, we are using this concept. CSM, please be conscious. So cis syn addition, meso product is the final answer. Cis compound, whenever cis compound is taken, so if syn addition is taking place, whatever it may be, either hydrogen or something else, whatever it may be, syn addition takes place, meso or enantiomeric pairs are the products. Now, I'm taking anti-addition. I'm taking anti-addition. See here. Or those are not mirror images. Possible, these two are not mirror images, boys. If groups are different, the mixture of products are formed, enantiomeric pair is formed. Enantiomeric pair. Those are mirror images, boys. No doubt. See here. This is a cis compound, right? Cis compound. Okay. I am using hydrogenation. Anti-addition, I am applying it. Anti-addition under platinum surface. At platinum surface, if anti-addition takes place, actually hydrogenation not considered as anti-addition, but if anti-addition takes place, what happened? Siddharth, please wait. If anti-addition takes place, what happened? Okay, see here. See here, boys. This is carbon. This is CH3. This is D. This is D. Okay. Anti-addition takes place. Just a minute. Just a minute, boys. Cis compound, syn, anti. For example, anti-addition compounds. Just a minute. I'm taking cis, anti-addition. Anti-addition, see here. Anti-addition. CH3, D, H. H H CH3D HCH3D. So see here, both the hydrogens are in opposite direction, oppositely attached. Okay, this is anti-addition, boys. This is anti-addition. Okay, now I'm using, I'm replacing this guy. So I'm readjusting these groups. This methyl group at this position, this methyl group at this position. Even exchanges are possible. Please apply even exchanges. So this is nothing but, see here. First of all, this methyl to this one, D here. So that is a DCH3. Next, this CH3, this hydrogen. This is a CH3, this hydrogen. Finally, this is the position, boys. This is a CH3. This is deuterium. This is hydrogen. Okay. So here also, this methyl at this position. So I am taking first D and CH3. This is a H and CH3. So now this is the position, boys. Deuterium, hydrogen, CH3. Deuterium okay, CH3, boys. Cis compound anti-addition. Cis compound anti-addition. If I am taking, it is a C2H5, boys. Please consider. I am taking, this is a C2H5. This is also C2H5. C2H5. See here. So this is nothing but our viewpoint is like this. Our viewpoint is like this. C2H5. It is a C2H5. This is a CH3. So in this side is D, in this side H. In this side DHN. But it is not meso component. Another compound also possible, boys. So that means if hydrogen this side hydrogen. Okay. So exactly reverse case is possible. This is the structure end. That is what we observe. Hydrogen deuterium, CH3, C2H5 are possible. Okay. So this is either D form or L form. This is, if this is D form, this is L form. One is mirror image to another. One is mirror image to another. This is not meso component. This is racemic mixture. One is dextrorotatory compound, and the one is levorotatory compound. Racemic mixture is the product end. In this case, racemic mixture is product end. One is D form, another one is. That means if cis compound anti-addition takes place, racemic mixture is the product end. Cis compound anti-addition takes place, racemic mixture, CAR, very, very important. CAR, very, very important. So cis compound, syn addition, meso compound is the product end. Trans compound, syn addition, meso compound is the product end. Trans compound, anti-addition, racemic mixture is the product. Okay, so please combination, boys. If you just CAR car, it is easy to remember, boys. Since cis compound, anti-addition takes place, then racemic mixture. Cis compound, syn addition takes place, meso compound is the product. Meso compound is the product. Opposite, everything is opposite. So trans compound, cis, meso compound is the product. Trans compound, anti-addition, racemic mixture is the product. Racemic mixture is the product. Please keep in mind these conditions. CAR is very, very important. If you know CAR, so others are easy to identify. Others are easy to identify. Okay. CAR. I'm using this concept wise here. Hydrogenation of alkenes is always a syn component, syn addition. Hydrogenation of alkenes is always a syn addition. That means the same side addition. Same side addition. See here. Hydrogenation of alkenes is always syn addition. See here, boys, please consider these points. This is alkene, right? This is a cis compound, boys. This is cis compound. So this deuterium I am going to add under platinum surface. Under platinum surface, what are the products formed? Same side addition. Same side addition. That means deuterium, deuterium, same side plus syn addition. Deuterium, deuterium, syn addition, boys. Syn addition. Okay, it is possible. This is meso component. This is meso component. Both these are meso compounds, boys. Next. This is methyl group. This is double bond. To this, deuterium is added, platinum on platinum surface. See here, what are the products? Here addition takes place, boys. Here also syn addition. Here also syn addition. Please keep in mind. So no change at here. Here, deuterium, it is CH2. So once again, here deuterium and deuterium, deuterium, both are possible. Both are possible. Okay. Next, plus CH2. Boys, it is a chiral condition, right? So that's why no need to write this bond ending CHD. Here, deuterium, it is deuterium, boys. These two compounds are possible. These two compounds are possible. So these two are nothing but so diastereomeric pairs. These two are diastereomeric pairs. Diastereomeric pairs. These are very, very important towards your exam point of view, boys. Cis addition, trans addition, cis addition, cis compound, syn addition. Jagatraining, please wait. CAR is very, very important. Cis, syn, CAR. Racemic mixture is the product. Cis, anti, meso compound is the product. Reverse cases. Next. This is the compound. Here D2 is applied, boys, under platinum. Now what are the products? What are the products? So it is CH2. So CH2, it is achiral, boys. No need to write wedge and dash formula. I'm using here wedge line ending because it is chiral center. CH2D, D, H. This is the entire group. It is chiral. It is optically active. It is optically active plus it is CH2D. TN. That is also optically active, boys. That is also optically active. So these two are also diastereomeric pairs. That is, so this is also chiral center, racemic mixture end. Entirely same. Yes, it is a racemic mixture end. Racemic mixture is the product end. Racemic mixture is the product. See here, already deuterium is there. Here hydrogen, this is the alkyl group. So this hydrogenation in the presence of platinum. Hydrogenation in the presence of platinum. What are the products? What are the products? So cis addition, syn addition. It is CH3, CH3, hydrogen is added there. Hydrogen is possible. Hydrogen is possible. Okay. This is chiral center, boys. This is chiral center. This is also chiral center. Please keep in mind. Two chiral centers are possible. So two chiral centers, different groups are attached. Enantiomeric pair. Enantiomeric pair is formed. Enantiomeric pair. So this is, that is for different groups, that is a diastereomeric pair set. Diastereomeric pair set. Okay. Next. This is D. This is D. This is alkyl group is attached. Here a double bond. This is anti-compound, boys. This is anti-compound. That is a trans compound. So this hydrogenation is applied. Platinum ending. So trans compound syn addition. Trans compound syn addition. Trans compound syn addition. Racemic mixture is possible. Racemic mixture is possible. Okay. Next, see here. Here. Hydrogen. Hydrogen are possible. Hydrogen, hydrogen. These are the possibilities, boys. Okay. Here, racemic, same. Racemic mixture is the product end. Racemic mixture is the product end. Next. Boys, this is the compound. Here, two double bonds are there. Just I'm using one equivalent hydrogen. That means only one mole hydrogen is used at a platinum surface. So either this double bond or this double bond may involve in the reaction. It is a ring double bond. It is open chain compound. So first open chain is very, very reactive. That means this hydrogen is attacked at open condition, not in ring situation. Okay, this is very stable. This is more reactive. This is more reactive. This is more reactive. That's why the product is. This is the compound price. If two equivalents are given to you under platinum surface, both these are involved in the reaction. Both these are involved in the reaction. If one equivalent is given to you, only terminal alkene is the most reactive. This is more reactive and less substituted. This is more substituted. More substituted is more stable, less reactive. Less substituted, less stable, more reactive. That's why this is involved in the reaction. This is involved in the reaction. Next, some more reactions and where hydrogenation is possible, where hydrogenation is not possible. So that is, please keep these in points. Very, very, very important. Hydrogenation, platinum surface, all those 3 pi bonds are involved in the reaction. All those 3 pi bonds are involved in the reaction. Hydrogenation takes place. Similarly, in benzene boys, here also 3 pi bonds are used. Hydrogenation, platinum, no reaction. Hydrogenation, platinum, more at room temperature, very, very low reaction. Please keep in mind. Next. Whenever phenyl ring is attached to C double bond C, that hydrogen, this is activated. Platinum, hydrogenation, hydrogenation takes place. It is possible. It is possible. Okay. Next, see here. Alkyl halide with hydrogen gives alkyl hydrogen plus alkyl halide. HX is the product. This reaction is possible. This reaction is possible. Next, alcohol, ROH, hydrogenation, no reaction, boys. No reaction. For example, this alkyl group, this is bonded with PH, CH2OH, PH, CH2OH. Hydrogenation is possible, boys. So H2, here hydrogen, that is a PH, CH3 and H2O are the product cell. PHCH3, that is H2O is the product. That means whenever phenyl ring is attached to the carbon, that hydrogen is involved in that bond is involved in the hydrogenation. Next, one more example. ROR, either with hydrogenation, no reaction. With hydrogenation, no reaction. For example, phenyl ring with CH2OR, hydrogenation, there is a reaction. Here is takes place that gives PHCH3 plus ROH is the product. This reaction is possible. Please keep in mind. So in the presence of phenyl ring to the carbon, that bond is weak because that is resonance stabilizer, boys. So easy to break. That is the hydrogenation takes place in. Hydrogenation takes place. Next. Next one. RSH and thioalcohol. Hydrogenation that is involved in the reaction, boys. So here takes place HH, RH, alkane plus H2S is the product. Next, thioether, RSR with hydrogenation gives, see here, this one, boys, HH, 2 moles involved in the reaction. That gives RH, 2 moles plus H2S is the product. Reactions that takes place. Next, epoxide with hydrogen, no reaction. Epoxide with hydrogenation, no reaction. Same condition, when phenyl ring is attached to epoxide, that may involve in the reaction, boys. Plus H2 gives Here reaction takes place. Here reaction, here hydrogen boys. That gives pH, CH2, CH2, OH is the productant. Reaction takes place. Reaction takes place. Next, RCH double bond vara. RCH double bond. Here hydrogenation takes place. Addition reaction takes place here. That is RCH2OH is the productant. RCH2OH. Next, RCOR. Hydrogenation takes place. RCHOHR. Product is possible. Next, RCOX, halogen component. Halogen compounds, carbonyl halides. With hydrogen and with hydrogen, first addition reaction takes place. RCOHH. One more hydrogen involved in the reaction. Here reaction takes place H and H and E. So that is RCH2OH and HX is the productant. Boys, no explanations, boys. Please keep in mind. RCH2. Finally, alcohol is the productant. Alcohol is the product. Next. Where hydrogenation possible, where hydrogenation not possible. Acids. With hydrogenation, no reaction. Esters. Hydrogenation not possible. RCO NR2. Amide. Hydrogenation not possible. RCN cyanide. Hydrogenation possible. Hydrogenation possible. So RCH double bond NH. Once again hydrogenation possible. RCH2 NH2. Amine is the productant. Amine is the product. Next, nitroso compound. RN double bond O. Hydrogenation possible and that is RNH-OH. Further involved in the reaction gives RNH2H2O. Amine is the productant. Amine is the product. Next, RNO2. RNO2. Hydrogenation takes place. Here also amine is the productant. Reactions takes place in all cases. Reactions takes place in. Next, lactone ring. pH double bond. That is ester ring end. This is okay. Hydrogenation takes place. Here is possible H and H and respect to acid is the product, boys. pH CH2 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 3 times. COOH is the product. Respect to acid end. It is lactone. Lactone ring. Okay. Next. Double bond O, double bond end. Hydrogenation, one equivalent is applied in it. One equivalent hydrogen. Guys, among these two, this is more reactive end. Alkene is more reactive than carbonyl compound. That means this hydrogen, first of all, involved in the reaction, this one and not with this one. More reactive. Alkene is more reactive when compared to carbonyl group. Therefore, it is under palladium. The final product is double bond O. That's enough. Double bond O. If two equivalents are there, this one and this one both are involved in the reduction. Two equivalents are there, both are involved in the reaction. Next, dienes. It is diene. Okay. H single bond, it is a cis compound. That's why it is S cis component. When S cis compound involved in the reaction with hydrogen, see here, this is moving like this, this is moving like this, this is moving like this. Okay. So therefore, that gives. So here hydrogen is attached, boys. It is CH2. It is CH2. Sorry, already CH2 is there. CH2H, CH2H. It is double bond. It is possible. That is CH3, CH3. For example, S trans is there. This is S trans ending. So first of all, it is converted into rotation, boys. Converts into S cis. After that, hydrogenation takes place. Once again, the product is like this. So that means both S trans are involved in the reaction. First rotation takes place. Rotation along C single bond C is possible end. Rotation along C single bond is possible. So that is possible end. So that means in all these cases, hydrogenation is possible. Hydrogenation is possible. Okay, boys. Next preparation method from alkynes. From alkynes, preparation of alkanes from alkynes. See here, boys. Alkyne, C triple bond C R and here 2 moles hydrogens are involved in the reactions. Under the platinum metal surface, generally platinum, palladium, nickel, anything is used, boys. That gives RCH2, CH2, R is the product. It is alkane. It is alkane. Okay. Here also, alkynes contains minimum 2 carbons. Methane cannot be prepared by this method. From alkenes and alkynes, methane cannot be prepared by these methods. Okay. See here, boys. Let us discuss some more reactions. It is alkyne. Alkyne converts into alkene. So reagents. What are those reagents? See here. R, C, triple bond C, R. See here, boys. Hydrogenation under palladium or platinum surface. Same product. R, CH2, CH2, R. Complete alkane is the product. Complete reduction takes place. Very, very, very important. If alkyne involved in the reaction, hydrogenation in the presence of palladium metal. Okay. In BaSO4 barium sulfate or CaCO3 calcium carbonate or quinoline end. Quinoline means this is the structure, boys. This is quinoline. Quinoline plus sulfur. Palladium, barium sulfate under quinoline. Palladium, barium sulfate or CaCO3 under quinoline and sulfur. This is called as Lindlar's catalyst. Partial reduction is takes place. Partial reduction. Only 1 mole H2 added. Partial reduction, only 1 mole H2 is added. That means alkyne is changed to alkene. During Lindlar's catalyst, cis is the product. Cis alkene is the product. Please be conscious. Whenever Lindless catalyst is involved, that is partial reduction, there cis alkene is the product. Cis alkene is the product. Now my answer is C double bond C R R N. It is a cis compound, boys. It is hydrogen, hydrogen. So through Lindless catalyst, that is a cis addition, boys. Next, another one. Hydrogenation in the presence of Ni2B. So P2 catalyst, it is called as. Here also cis is the product. Cis product. Please be conscious. Here also same answer. Cis product. Different catalysts are, boys. Different catalysts. Next. It is also partial reduction. Partial reduction. One more partial reduction, boys. That is BH3 or RBH2 or R2BH, whatever it may be. R2BH. Under it is first reagent. Second reagent is CH3COOH. That gives cis product. This is called as hydroboration. Next, I will explain, boys. This is hydroboration reaction. In hydroboration, cis product. Now our answer is C double bond C RRN. RR. I will explain, boys. Cis product. Next, sodium in liquid ammonia. Sodium or lithium. Sodium or lithium in sodium, potassium or lithium, whatever it may be, alkali metal. In liquid ammonia. Sodium, potassium or lithium in liquid ammonia, that gives trans product. It is also partial reduction, boys. All these are partial reductions. Trans product, partial reduction. That is, our answer is C double bond C R R H H. Trans alkene is the product. This is called as Birch reduction. This is called as Birch reduction. Okay. So except this Birch reduction, remaining all partial hydrolysis, partial hydrogenation reactions are cis products. During Birch reduction, the product is trans. During Birch reduction, the product is trans. Okay. Next, note on this point, boys. Note 10. R C triple bond C H N. It is terminal alkyne, or we generally taken as one ion component, which is also called as a terminal alkyne. When terminal alkyne involved in the reaction with sodium metal in liquid ammonia, it is nothing but Birch reduction, boys. But this hydrogen is acidic hydrogen. This hydrogen is released. So the reaction is not addition takes place. So this acidic hydrogen involved in the reaction, that gives R C triple bond C minus ion, Na plus ion, and half mole hydrogen gas is evolved. Half mole hydrogen gas is evolved. So here no reduction takes place. No reduction of C double bond C. Acidic hydrogen involved in the reaction. Acidic hydrogen is involved in the reaction. But Same compound, 1C triple bond CH, it is also terminal alkyne. It is also terminal alkyne. So sodium metal in the presence of liquid ammonia under, that is ammonium sulfate. In the presence of ammonium sulfate, reduction takes place. So that is R hydrogenation. No need of hydrogen. Hydrogen is itself is coming out. R CH double bond CH2 is the preference. Reduction takes place. Reduction of C triple bond C takes place. Reduction of C triple bond C takes place, boys. So please keep in mind, very, very, very important. So if no ammonium sulfate, acidic hydrogen is involved in the reaction. If ammonium sulfate acts as the reagent, automatically reduction itself takes place. Reduction itself takes place. Okay. Next, mechanism of Birch reduction. Somebody? So mechanism of Birch reduction. Mechanism of Birch reduction. What is that reaction? The reaction for this one is R C triple bond C R sodium in liquid ammonia gives trans component C double bond C H R H R. Trans product is the final answer. Trans product is the final answer. Okay. Now let us discuss mechanism. Very, very, very important. Boys, first of all, that sodium metal loses its valency electron because that is very, very active. That is Na plus with releasing of that electron. Okay. So this is the free electron coming out from this sodium metal. This electron involved in reaction with this C triple bond C. Now R C triple bond C R, that electron is involved in the reaction. This pi bond is migrated to this one. At the same time, this electron is attracted to this one. Okay, that gives R C double bond C. This carbon gets negative charge. This carbon gets unpaired electron with Rn. Okay, so that electron here, this is the electron, boys. That is the electron. Okay. Next, this one, boys, these two are in opposite side. These two are in opposite sides. Okay, this is possible ending. Plus, for example, R C double bond C R. That is, I'm writing this one like this. Minus N. Minus. So this combination is not possible. This is possible because here repulsions dominate. Here repulsions are not dominate. That is why this is not happened. So this is the only combination. This is the only combination. Okay. Now that one reacts with NH3, liquid ammonia. Liquid ammonia, that gives H plus is here, that is R C double bond C with a lone unpaired electron R. Here hydrogen is attached. Next, minus NH2. Next, one more electron is available, boys, from sodium. This is here. that is C double bond C, or now it is lone pair with negative charge. Here hydrogen, here R. One more NH3 is attached. That gives RCH double bond C H RN. So this is a trans component. So this is the mechanism of Birch reduction. This is the mechanism of Birch reduction, boys. Very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So see here, first sodium metal converts into, gives electron, and that electron attached to triple bonded carbon. So this is possibility. Both are in opposite side is accepted, but not in same side because of repulsions. So ammonia, another molecule, ammonia is there. That ammonia releases hydrogen. So that hydrogen is attached here. Next, one more electron from sodium is coming out. That is, with this unpaired electron, a pair of electrons, negative charge is possible. Now one more ammonia. It is a sequential reaction. This is the way only possible, boys. So that means in Birch reduction, trans compound is the final product. That is, a trans alkene is the final product. But in Linde's catalyst, cis compound is the final product, boys. So that is very, very important. So tomorrow we will discuss it. Okay. Next. Note these points. Note point. This is benzene. This is benzene. I am taking 1 mole and so when this one reacts with 3 moles hydrogen, that gives a cyclohexane. So that means 3 moles hydrogen gives 1 mole cyclohexane. It is general reaction. But see here, this is benzene. I am taking 1 mole. If it reacts with 1 mole hydrogen, no doubt cyclohexane is the product. Cyclohexane is the product. But so for 1 mole, 3 moles hydrogen, for 1 mole, 3 moles hydrogen, for 1 mole, 1 mole is there. That is why 1/3 mole of this compound is formed. 1/3 mole of cyclohexane is produced. Very, very, very important. No reaction. Don't consider this one as no reaction. 1/3 mole of cyclohexane is product. Okay. So here 2/3 remains unreacted part. 2/3 is unreacted part. 1/3 is the final product. 1/3 is final product. Very, very important. Okay. Next. It is first point. Next point. Note this point. Benzene with hydrogen. So see here. So the product is like this. Product is like this. So this one is hydrogenated. So conjugated diene is the product. Next, if this one is hydrogenated, see here, boys. So here hydrogen is attached, and here pi bond is developed. It is pi bond. Finally, this one is hydrogenated. Final answer cyclohexane. So these are the intermediate products. So benzene. So see here. So that means here hydrogen. So this unpaired electron gives a pi bond here. Pi bond here. So these are the products. These are the products. Very, very, very important. Okay. So tomorrow we will discuss some more addition reactions. So some more alkanes preparations. Right now I am stopping here. Boys, very, very, very important reactions. Okay. Thanks a lot. Bye all of you, boys. Boys, there is a correction. There is a correction. In our previous examples, when benzene reacts with hydrogen in the place of platinum, I told that there is no reaction, but there is a reaction. Please replace this. Please replace this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.